Welcome back to FACEIT TV, guys, for the Oceania portion of the FACEIT League, which is really exciting. Always fun to see these guys battling it out. And now we've got Vox Eminor. Everyone knows Vox. They are essentially, or have the reputation to be the best team from Australia. And you know, they are the team that get to go to all the international events, and they want to keep it that way. And this is a really brutal format, even for them. And you know, I've been told that they do have sometimes, or show weakness sometimes to the online matches, and that's pretty common. You know, everyone can lose a best of one match online, so there's huge pressure for them to make sure that they can stay on top of the scene here, so they can keep getting those invites and to this big international lands. Really important for them, and of course Streamline with a lot to prove, a lot to show skill wise. We'll have to see how things actually end up going in this match. But I've been led to believe also that both teams are very confident on Dust 2, with Vox Eminor also being really confident on Mirage. And we're actually going to get Dust 2, so Vox, instead of vetoing what they could perceive as their opponent's strength as well as their own strength, they're going to actually allow themselves to face Streamline on what could be their best match. So I like it.
Streamline definitely want to try and prove themselves. If they can beat Vox Eminor, they're gonna look like the big guys. They've got a big opposition to face. I think they're. I'm not sure about confidence. I think they might be able to play it out, and if they're not too risky, because judging by the odds, it's Vox Eminor are going to be the ones that are going to try and win this. But I think Streamline, they need to play it safe, employ a lot of communication. They want to try and get a flanker in. I think it could work out. Streamline definitely have a chance here.
Alright, so Streamline, Destiny's their in-game leader. Their main AWPer is MoeycQ. So going to have to be looking out for how Murray's going to be playing with the AWP here. It's always really interesting to see the AWP dynamics on this map. So, you know, going to be having my eyes peeled for any AWP shenanigans from him. Of course, SPUNJ, the in-game leader for Vox Eminor. And we're going to see the pistol now between these two sides as Streamline gets to start off on CT. And immediately Havoc gets obliterated there as he tries to push through long. And Vox decide after that they don't want any part of that long push anymore and allow Streamline to hold the line.
And in fact, they're traveling to the other side of the map. It looks like they're going to go into Upper Dark. There's only one guy on B side.
It is USTILO, and he is a bit of a frag beast. Got to be quite careful. It does get dinked early on. That's a good chunk of damage dealt by him though, but his teammate's going to be taken down as well. And it's Azad to get the frag there on Destiny. So this is a good round here from Vox, moving all over the map, but finding themselves finishing at B at the moment. topguN at the back there, JK's, and there's Hedwig trying to make his way in. But 3 players, it does get a quick snap onto JK's. And for the next one, he does get it. Azad down as well. And the time is really playing against him here. He hasn't got a kit in hand, and that bomb is getting really far ticked at this point. topguN going to come in and just take him down. Headshot in the back of the head there.
Good effort by Tedwick though. He got those 2 frags on trying to reclaim that B bomb site.
Indeed. Wow, you can even get... yeah, he bought a scout and actually dropped it onto Destiny, who's got some Kevlar. I thought maybe Tedwick would get Kevlar scout, but he's going to be nice and give it away, and he's still got enough cash to buy P250 and some nades because of all those kills. So this is a nice little buy, and even a tag onto SPUNJ straight away. So we do have Vox trying to make their way into the B bomb site now. They don't want to mess around.
Back.
There we go. Ferg does go down. And I really like this from Vox. I think this is a really good decision making to try to just stick together and try to play quickly into a site. Although that said, they are going to back away at the moment, perhaps not liking that they didn't get in like very quickly there. Didn't want to like force their entry and just wanted it to come a little bit easier. But they did come out on top here. One frag for just a little bit of damage received. See how they're moving around here. They've sent Havoc back to just harass B to slow the rotation whilst the real push comes into A long. And you can see that Moey's moving towards middle here, away from the A site. So this is looking really good here from Vox. Seems as if that distraction towards B actually paid off right now as Vox charge into the bomb site. Azad picks up the kill onto USTILO there. Havoc holds down the middle only momentarily though. Destiny coming in with the scout, but might want to keep this alive now, get some exits and see if you can bring this scout into the following rounds. But JK has another idea. We're going to go down. Destiny just needs to keep himself alive. Spot two players there trying to take him out. Both pretty low, and Destiny could very well get these frags actually if they keep pushing the issue here with that scout. Just one more tag and SPUNJ's finished, but he will get the kill and Vox will take the next round. So unfortunately, he couldn't keep the scout alive, and it's going to be Felico now for Streamline.
Vox are playing those mind games. Last round they went A long and then rotated all the way back to, or first round they went all the way back from A long to B. Last round they went from B to A. I think they're trying to, like when they sent Havoc there to try and slow that rotation down, they're definitely not expecting them where they're coming from. They're playing it quite cleverly, Vox.
So Ferg, who we're watching now, is has even played for the French team against All Authority in the past, and used to actually leading teams, but has actually handed the responsibility over to Destiny so that he could focus more on his individual performances. And it's gonna be interesting to see how that actually ends up playing out. But this team with a bit more of a looser approach, but being the CTs at the moment, being the more reactive side, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to use some of those strengths. So this is definitely a good start for Vox. And wouldn't be too surprised to see Vox having a very strong T-half, knowing their reputation. And of course, we've all seen how well they can frag as well, and how well they can actually get those AWP frags in as also. And on a map like this, playing for the picks, you can really exert your individual skill into huge advantages, whereas on other maps it can be a little bit more difficult as you need teammates to get you into angles with flashes, and maps like Inferno got lots of smokes to contest with, makes it a bit more awkward on the T side. Dust 2 is not as awkward, it's much easier, more open. So we can see that the standard round here is very obvious from Vox. They've got man on long, man on upper dark, and the 3-round middle. We were talking about this earlier. And Streamline have run out of grenades. And this is going to play very well into the favour of Vox when they eventually do execute the push. Looks like Ferg does want to go for the peak though, just as the players are turning the corner. Vox wanted to push long at the same time. In comes topguN, does get a nade in the face. And that's actually going to push them back a little bit. So Vox have to adapt it.
Quite a smart nade there. And they're pushing onto Catwalk right now. With only one guy on site right now, we've got USTILO on long, looking pretty strong there. But Vox managing to get the Azad there with his headshot. Azad is aiming very, very well this game.
Azad is beasting, and it's a great Molotov onto the site, and you can see JK's as well, able to take down Destiny. And yeah, you can really just see the individual skill coming into play here for Vox. They're finding these picks, it's coming very easily for them, and Azad with another good frag there to add to the tally. That's 3 in the round, and you can see the money is looking super good for them at the moment. So if we just look at the death counter here, 3 of them have only died once, and we've played 4 rounds already. So Streamline unable to get a huge amount of damage in on some of these rounds, even though they've been less equipped. Quick push up middle here. Staveley looking for a quick frag. Oh my goodness, does take Havoc out. Picks up the weapon as well as the push comes in onto the B site. And he's going to move up into upper dark as well with his teammates. This is actually looking quite interesting here for Streamline. They could create a lot of damage. And Moey coming in from the window picks up 1 frag as we have a 3-on-2 situation, getting the spray in as well. Putting topguN down to 48 health as he goes for the plant. And it's 2-on-2 now here. Streamline looking to wait for that bomb to get planted. They can maybe move in when it's kind of a 2-on-1 whilst that bomb's going down. And there it is. They make the move. The smoke is still up there, so they can't really coordinate with that smoke still down. Here they go now. In onto the site. topguN defending with the Tech 9. Even finds the headshot from that impossible angle right below. And it's going to be a 5-0 scoreline for Vox Eminor.
Streamline were looking confident in that game. They looked like they were possibly holding off that site and looking like they could have got that round, but it kind of fell apart. The aim with JKS, he's going 8 for 1 at the moment. He's top fragging for his team. He's performing very well, and it's looking like it's bringing Vox Eminor those points.
So teddyt has bought the Stereo Org. I almost never see any. I don't remember the last match where I saw someone buy that, which is pretty interesting. Hopefully we get to see some awesome action with it. I do remember like the week where there was a patch and the Org was like ridiculously good, and everyone was buying it because it was so incredibly overpowered. Then it got nerfed to infinity. Then they added the Call of Duty like scope to it. It's been through quite a lot of changes, has the Org. I guess many weapons have in this game, but get the cat presence coming in here. Streamline have decided to go for a 2-man setup here on Catwalk, which is interesting. They obviously do spot Vox and do slow down the push there a little bit, but they've gone back into further defensive lines, as you can see. With Destiny on the window, they're looking into mid, so they've given up middle, and this is a really passive setup. But if they're on point with their counter grenades, unless Vox Eminor are going to just be absolute monsters on the Angels, they should be able to hold this quite effectively with this setup.
Streamline moves out of position there just a second too late. Too early even. Trying to hold it off from 3 of Vox Eminors.
There we go, we do get the frags coming in. The spray down from USTILO, able to take down 2, and there is Ferg with the 3rd frag. And Azad dropped down into CT, picks up 2 frags. This man is a machine. JK's coming in from long. He's got 3 players to find with no time left on the clock. Does not want to die after time, and he's going to try to hide here. Are they actually going to try to charge him down? They are a little bit, but he won't go down. But yeah, good defense there. Actually, I was very worried because Ferg was missing loads of opportunities for quick frags. But of course, that crossfire came in with USTILO on the graffiti position on the Goose.
USTILO definitely helped win that round there with his Goose flanking play. I think they need to try and employ more of those tactics. I think if they do, they're going to be looking like to get more frags, because Ferg was missing those shots, and they would have been important if he sprayed them down. It would have made their lives a lot easier for Streamline. But now they have that round. I think they could get the momentum rolling a bit. Still plenty of money for Vox Eminor there. And cap presence and mid presence in general is pretty strong, with 1 player sneaking through long. topguN looking to get the headshot on USTILO. Pushing out. Gets Mo over by Car. And is he gonna... That's 3 kills for topguN there. Taking out Ferg on A site. Looking like they're gonna rotate. Bombs coming up through long. Then again, it's instead just left. And topguN spot him in that smoke.
Excellent round there from topguN. Fantastic play. I mean, what do you say about that? It's just as if he was just walked into or just connected to a deathmatch server, headshot only, just tapping away and taking it down. That really does send a statement and really, I think, strikes fear into Streamline, because if he's able to just walk up and just win these Angels in such a convincing fashion, it definitely does not bode well for them. And let me see quick cat play coming in to take down SPUNJ. As topguN's still going to be on the upper dark here with the AWP, just watching for those aggressive plays. In fact, it was, of course, Catwalk where they were aggressive, and they've noted that now. And they've changed their positions completely. Look at this, moving through towards long now. They just started walking here, so JK's doesn't actually know that they're there yet. But he is on the angle, and he might just have an opportunity for a pretty mighty spray down, but the grenade is really good there. Does take down 1 player with it, and there's number 2. Meanwhile, on the B side of things, Ferg takes himself a frag and an AK, so damage here from Streamline. Still more to be done though, as Vox do make their way onto the A site.
Vox Eminor's aim game is helping them out a lot here. Streamline, their aim is good, but it's not as powerful as Vox Eminor. They've got a consistent aim. They're getting headshots, they're getting kills, they're getting those frags. Streamline, sometimes they're getting some lovely, lovely shots, but sometimes they're just spraying all over the place. And ferg goes down there to topguN, which leads it to 7-1 for Vox Eminor.
Yeah, Vox is looking really, really good. And the thing is that Vox definitely have more to draw from when it comes to strategy and tactics. But this is where things get problematic. Is as you say, being able to exert their individual skills so much and just finding the answers there, not having to dip into that. Into all of their strategy and tactics. But, well, hold that thought. We do have a push here from Streamline up from the cat boost. Going to catch SPUNJ off guard. Going around the corner for the next kill. He's got teammates to back him up. They're all trying to push up middle at the moment. Into dark as well. As we see Azad backing away, taking a nasty chunk of damage there. topguN low as well. So Vox in an awkward position. They've got 2 AWPers left alive at the moment. So it's hard for them to have a huge degree of mobility. Even going to smoke off their own flanks so that they can actually progress to some meaningful position here on the map. And topguN. Find teddyt. Throwing away the weapons. Very responsible here from Vox. But with 2 players really low, definitely a little bit worrying. But this is a great way to try to deal with the fact that the pistols aren't going to be so good on those ranges.
Flash there did slow the push. No on site with the 50-50.
Wow. Destiny got the bomb down as well. And there's 2 left, one of which has 11 points of health. Ferg charging in from the back, going to annihilate topguN. And it's just Havoc left over. And there it is, Moey with a great shot to the head as he jumps across for the spot. And what a round there from Streamline with the pistols. And not just an awesome round where they won it, but they actually picked up a lot of value as well. We can see the orbs going to the hands of Streamline. 2-7. Could this be the turning point for them?
That's the aim they need, Streamline. That round was an example of what they can do. And if they keep that up, they could win some rounds back, which puts them back in this game rather than topguN taking the pick onto SPUNJ there. And another one of them.
So confident. It's like watching Shock's play from Envy, moving up catwalk with such finesse with the AK in hand. And SPUNJ now in CT spawn, able to cut off rotation effectively if they try to move towards the A site here, or just catch them off guard completely. Let's really see that excellent rifle work coming in from a multitude of Vox players here, as it's just teddyt left. And it's so scary just watching topguN just completely destroy them in this way. teddyt again, but he's going to get sandwiched. They might even go for the knife here. I think they very well could have knifed him, but going to keep things sportsmanlike for now. So 8-2 the score there. Vox Eminor with a great first half on the T side, and it doesn't look like they're going to stop anytime soon. To be honest, it should just go to topguN cam at this point with these awesome entries that he's finding. Got pistols once again for Streamline. And Havoc, first man in.
Straight out onto A long. You can really see their confidence showing. teddyt managing to get the frag there. But like you mentioned, their experience and their aim, they're confident. They know they can do well. And you can see it in their plays. They look straight onto A site, which was left open.
And as far as Havoc goes there, I would almost say, use the word hubris there, just walking in by himself with the AWP, just completely exposed. Getting caught out by 2 pistols, definitely very risky play, but his teammates are going to clean things up. But if teddyt is going to save this AWP, that could be a little bit troublesome for them. But they know where it is. They're going to try to annihilate it, make up for Havoc's mistake or misplay there against the pistols. And he's going to go down. So 9-2 now. Vox Eminor not stopping anytime soon and gaining these rounds. So Destiny and ferg are both players who have played overseas in 1.6, and as previously mentioned, ferg actually lived in France before, playing on AAA against All Authority. So they do have experience on this team, but at the moment, obviously, they're not finding so much love on the T side, and as against the sorry, the T side of Vox Eminor, who it largely seems to be the disparity of individual skill that largely seems to be what the issue is at the moment. And we'll have to see if in this round with Moey here on Catwalk, whether an opportunity can be found at an early round advantage. Vox Eminor very slow, very cautious this round. Good change of pace here. Streamline have shown that they do like to get aggressive on some of these buy rounds, so this is a good way to try to keep them guessing. They do have good cat control. You can see now Vox taking over very long. Just making their way in now. There's a nice nade over the top. Nice couple nades over the top. Even gets the finish with a headshot through the crate. Insult added to injury as Vox snap up the A bomb site. It's looking really easy here. Desi going for the jump shot. Does actually pick up the kill. This jump shots.
Havoc is just, he's confident in his play. I like how he's AWPing. He's moving in. He's not taking it too slow. Like right there, takes out ferg. The SPUNJ finishes it off for him.
So 10-2 is a little bit of an improved performance in some respects there for Streamline, but Vox still be able to clinch these rounds easily enough, and they don't have a huge amount of money in the bank, but it's not really going to be mattering all that much now as we are on the last couple rounds of the first half. But it's a very different story in the previous match, insofar as Streamline, it's definitely going to be harder for them to pick up rounds on T-side, I think, against Vox, who already is showing such awesome skills. Do you have a quick push is coming in from Streamline though with these pistols. See if they can get some extra kills in. And so far it's not really coming all that easily to them.
It worked in earlier rounds, the pistol rushes, but seems like Vox Eminor know how to deal with it. They are beginning to shut it down, leaving it in a 3v5 for Streamline. Not looking too good for them. Considering they're ecoing with no armor, they're going to find it very, very difficult, if not impossible, to retake this site, but maybe they'll get lucky. Seems like T's are leaving the site. The SPUNJ takes out Ian at third.
And AZR is known to have one of the best aims in the Aussie scene, so far he's definitely been proving just that, and although that said, it's been topguN who's been really on point so far with some of his entries. I mean, he reminds me of watching Shocks sometimes. Obviously, it's I don't want to make a direct comparison with Shocks because there is only one Shocks, but just the way that he moves on some of these entries with such confidence, tapping away, is definitely reminds me of how Shocks plays sometimes. And we're gonna have Vox coming in now for a quick push on the B bomb site. And ferg will be taking down SPUNJ immediately. The trade comes in from topguN, very on point still, as Havoc looks for those AWP shots into CT spawn. You can see how well these smokes have covered the approach onto the plateau. Azad takes down Destiny. He's now on a 1-on-3, so good defense coming in here from Streamline, but a minute and 10 seconds left for Azad to try to work this 1-on-3 clutch. He's got the bomb, he's got the sight, so this is very, very possible for him. Flash over the top. Gonna allow him to go for the peak. Doesn't get the spray onto Moey. And there you go. Streamline actually surviving with 3 players as well. So 3 rounds for them to the 11 of Vox now.
Yeah, they definitely won at 11-4. They've got, like we sealed the last game, even though Streamline may be a different side on their T side, it's reversed. Instead of it being the CT side better, it seems like maybe this is T side. So Streamline might have some tactics up their sleeves for T side, hopefully bringing back some rounds.
Indeed, and one thing about JK's is he's actually the youngest member of the team as well. Bit of a lurker for their T sides, but a very good defensive player as well on the CT side, something to actually look out for. Very good at picking up those multi-kills. So, of course, you know, some may remember Sniper, he was indeed replaced by JK's, so I have to see if we're gonna end up seeing some of those multi-kill defenses on the CT side, if there's even to be that many rounds for their CT side. Because right now it's looking pretty damn dominant on their T side alone. In comes the push now, they got the smokes to cut off the front and the front of the site and the crossover position, which allows really easy entry here past some of the more precarious positions on the site. Vox also getting the split up middle here. Great fake coming in from Vox as Streamline are left confused, bewildered by some of these grenade plays, and look how well they are just splitting up and isolating the players and picking them off as a unit. This is fantastic work from what is considered to be the best team in Australia, and they are proving it right now with the skill they're displaying, the strategy, the tactics. They are on point right now for sure. And 12-3 is a strong T half. And Streamline, I don't know.
Will they be able to bring it back? Is the question.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel confident at the moment, and it's just because Vox have been hitting so hard. They are just hitting so damn hard at the moment. And Streamline, it feels like they're out of their weight class. At least in this, it's just best of one. And it's, of course, not representative completely of their overall skill. But at the moment, today, Vox is looking much better. But Pistol has begun and already kicking things off. That's brutal. They need this. Streamline need this round. And going down one player already is going to really sting. Look how much control Vox has of some of these mid angles. Actually, this is looking quite good. And SPUNJ has an HE ready to toss out. In fact, there's one on JK's as well. They are ready to push out. Seeing another quick snap there, picking them off before they get to push. This is massive for Vox.
They're just whittling their numbers down. It's not leaving it to a very good man advantage when it comes to taking a side. They're gonna have to get these frags now in mid. Hopefully Unit gets the lovely pick there on SPUNJ. Just find the other guy.
Streamline coming back into this, getting a couple frags of their own, but Havoc pulls out another one. They do get the bomb into the A site, so there is hope here now for Streamline. They are still a man down though. It's down to Destiny and Ferg. Intelligent players, got to play this smart, that's for sure. Havoc going in for the challenge here onto the side. Ferg goes down, and the defuse can start to come in as Destiny works away with the Glock here. Havoc has the cover. Grenades going in, and there it is. Havoc with another kill, and that's 4 from him. Great rounds, and that's 13-3. Streamline in a lot of trouble, but they got the bomb down, so they can afford to go for a quick save and then get the pressure straight back on. But after that, there's no turning back. There's no looking back. They're even going to go and just force it up here. 3 players with no armor. This is very bold, and I'm quite surprised they're going to take this risk. I can understand the logic behind it, but it's definitely...
Streamline are basically saying it's now or never. We need more rounds. They want to get that economical advantage early onto T side. If they get this round, Havoc, his aim is just on point in middle. He's taking those picks with headshots. He's performing very well, and not a lifeline for Vox Eminor because they're all very good, but he's definitely making it easier for all of them.
SPUNJ looking for a close range shot. Snaps USTILO close range.
And that Mag 7 at close range is very deadly. It's SPUNJ using it well, pushing up close, trying for that jump shot, but gets countered.
It's really good though because he got a lot of information for his team there, spotting the one player on upper dark, nothing in lower dark. That pretty much allows him to know exactly where the remaining players are. The bomb spotted. Moey going to take down Havoc on the trade. It's 3-on-2 at the moment for Tedwick and Moey to deal with. In comes topguN, can spray down Tedwick with that FAMAS, and looking for the last player. He doesn't have a helmet.
Manages to get that headshot.
So dangerous, the helmetless game here for the T's is very scary, but the 20 seconds left, and Moey's got to get a move on now, and JK's is just waiting here. This should be an easy kill for JK's. Moey's so low, in he goes. No idea where JK's is hiding, and he's going to get taken down. So, I mean, I guess some in-game leaders, the logic often there is that, as you pointed out, if you get to a point where you're so far behind, every round is there's gonna be risk in every round. Even if there's 10% chance to win it, you'd rather have that and then have more rounds to work with potentially, than save your way into a one-round situation where you lose and that's it. So Seems like that's the kind of methodology behind that from them. Methodology, but there's Azad up on the site, boosted up very quickly, impromptu.
It looks like the bomb is traveling to B though, with one player, Java and window. The bomb is beginning to go back to mid.
Getting a quick frag onto topguN here, but their approach will be halted largely by the excellent rifle work, and Streamline not going to be able to do all that much now. I would really have liked to have seen them just go for the save and just get the AKs and the nades and so on, just to see what something more normal would have looked like from them. They would still have had the advantage as well, because they would still be playing against a mag, some FAMASs. That's one of the reasons why definitely it's a hard call to make there. But it's the surprise buy. Sometimes the element of surprise is okay, Destiny.
The 1D is real.
Sending Azar to the bench with that one. 2-on-2 now. Vox.
Very important frag there.
Vox looking a little bit in trouble here. We do have Havoc coming in with a quick frag. Unfortunately, Destiny can get into a good position, and JK is going to finish off Moey. So caught in poor positions there on the post plant. But that's going to be the round here for Vox as they go 15-3. Match point now for them. And we are going to have ourselves a predicament for Streamline. They do have enough money to get a buy going, but Vox are actually going to go for a bit of a pause. And yeah, this is a very brief one, guys. Only 10 seconds, we'll be back in the match. There it is. So yeah, Vox, it's going to be really interesting to see how they play against all these teams, because of course, the big question mark is if anyone can actually top them in the group. They are the favorites. There is no doubt about that. They've got the most international experience as a CSGO team. They've got a really strong lineup.
And when they're the favorites, it definitely doesn't do anything good for the morale of Streamline there. That they know they're going up against such a difficult team. Their mentality isn't just right about it. They need to be confident. And without any AKs, they do have 2 AKs this round though. But like you mentioned, if they saved and used all full AK buy or an AK and an AWP, maybe we'd have seen some rounds come back. But looks like they're going to push into long, very cautiously, checking all those angles. JKS alone over at B site. 2 stacked up on Cat, and we've got Havoc watching mid. He's been performing brilliantly on mid, getting those, getting the info and those picks. If he just peeks at the right, he might catch out one of Streamline's, but no, he's rotated. Very, very slowly up long.
And they slowly creep. They've got the smokes, but there's a small gap. And those small gaps can be the death of rushes. As you can see, SPUNJ gets quite a bit of damage on these players as they file on into the bomb site. Vox looking for the retake. The bomb's going to go down. Azad with 2 quick frags. Havoc pulls in one on Destiny. We've got Moey and Ferg on the bomb site to defend this bomb. This is going to be really, really difficult right now. And there you go. A full survival here for Vox Eminor. They're going to take this one pretty easily. And this is a team that, as far as Australia goes, I think they've only lost 1 match on LAN ever, and that was against Immunity. So they are going to be demonstrating their dominance, but of course, it's not the last you're going to see of them in these leagues. And we do have 1 more match here for Oceania to broadcast to you today. But I will remind for our European and North American viewers that we are also running the qualifiers for the FACEIT League, and the way that works is it basically creates accessibility to any of you guys who have teams. If you think that you have what it takes to be in the FACEIT League, then when we have, for the respective regions, the 2 bottom teams at the end of this league, then you'll be able to play against those 2 teams in a close qualifier to try to qualify yourself into the main FACEIT League. So it makes it a very accessible, high-level league. So get your teams in on that. But as far as a post-game wrap-up goes, Vox just seemed to basically
one-sided, very one-sided. Their aim just it helps. The experience when you're playing up against international teams, you get a whole wide range of tactics and stuff. You can almost guess what they're doing, especially with a lower level team. I think it helped them out a lot here, and it proved with a 16-3 scoreline.
Definitely really, really skilled players there. It was a joy to watch some of the entries from players like topguN and obviously Azad. I think those are the two ones that shine the most, and definitely two of the players to look out for game impact as far as that team goes. I really want to see how they get challenged in the future, because I want to see how the new addition of JKS adds into the dynamic of their team, because we didn't get to see it all that much in that game. But guys, we have one more match coming up. We'll be back after the break for the last match here for the FACEIT League Oceania.